Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're going to be looking at the Los Angeles Rams versus Washington Redskins Week 2 matchup based on analytics. And by analytics, I'm talking about offensive and defensive split data. Basically, we're going to be looking at how both these teams perform when it comes to completion percentage compared to the rest of the league based on Week 1 data. We're going to be looking at how well these teams do when it comes to creating first downs with the run based on Week 1 data. And we're also going to be looking at how these teams perform when it comes to creating first downs with the pass, with the passing game versus Week 1 data, and also how their defenses do. And why, you might ask? Well, because based on data, the better you are at getting completion percentages, the better you are in terms of creating first downs with the run, and the better you are in terms of creating first downs with the pass, especially the more football games you're going to win on average, the better you are when you perform in these particular data points. And this, of course, is based on Week 1 data, so again, take all this with a grain of salt, but I do think it is a little bit of a fun exercise to see how these teams performed in Week 1, see if these teams bounce back, look at some of the weaknesses they had on offense in Week 1, and then hopefully they can rectify some of those issues in the future. So, starting with the Rams and Redskins, the data favors the Rams in this particular matchup. And the main reason why is because when it comes to their passing game, when it comes to their completion percentage, pretty high, above average when it comes to the rest of the NFL at this point. It's starting in Week 1, but still. And also they were about a little bit above average when it comes to their ability to create first downs with the pass. And defensively speaking, they almost have very identical defenses. I mean, the Rams are very good against the run, but not the greatest in terms of completion percentage, and not the best when it comes to passing downs, but they were a little bit better than the Redskins. So it favors the Rams mainly because of their completion percentage and also their ability to create first downs with the pass, since the defense for the Redskins and the Rams is fairly awash. When it comes to the offense of the Redskins, though, the completion percentage was bad. The ability to create first downs with the pass was below average. Was one of the worst in the NFL after Week 1. The only thing they were able to do fairly well was, basically creating first downs with the run. But they're going to be playing the Rams that were pretty much elite when it comes to rushing defense. Basically last week. So that's going to create some problems. The Redskins should play better in terms of their passing offense. This might be a week where the Redskins might improve their passing offense because of the Rams not being the best when it comes to the pass. But we'll have to see. We'll have to check back on this one. But overall, this favors the Rams. A big reason for this is because of the Week 1 performance of the Rams. I think this might be a bit of a wishy-washy game, but at the same time, I still think the Rams have a good shot of winning this football game. I think their offense has improved tremendously. I mean, there was never one point last year where Jared Goff played this well. It says a lot about him in terms of his progression. Even if it is a bad team that he performed well against, he never performed this well last year at all for the most part. So ultimately, I'm going to give it to the Rams. I just think the Redskins' offense is just not the same. They lost a lot of offensive skill position players. They're having a lot of issues in terms of guys like Terrell Pryor not playing the way he needs to play. And I just think overall, this is going to be a closer game than some people might think. Overall, I don't think this is going to be a blowout, because I do know that there's some people who have been saying that. But I do think that ultimately, I think I'll take the Rams in this particular matchup. But it wouldn't surprise me to see the Redskins win it either if they could get that passing offense improved. So again, my name is James Coburn. You can find my work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.